handsome. Miguel here of YugaTech, and today's video is a comparison between the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 and the Huawei Y9 2019. Let's do a quick spec rundown. Our Redmi Note 7 is rocking a Qualcomm Snapdragon 660, 4GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage, and a whopping 4000 mAh battery with Quick Charge 4.0. While the Y9 2019 is packing the high silicone Kirin 710, 4GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage, and a 4000 mAh battery as well. Storage for both these phones are also upgradable via microSD. The Redmi Note 7 uses a hybrid card slot, while the Y9 2019 utilizes a dedicated slot. For ports, both phones have a 3.5mm audio jack. The Redmi Note 7 has it up top in between the microphone and IR blaster, while the Y9 2019s can be found at the bottom. We also get USB Type-C on the Redmi Note 7, as opposed to the Y9 2019's micro USB? Now that's out of the way, let's look at design. The Redmi Note 7 sports a glass back that transitions into its glossy plastic sides, giving it a less slippery feel. Ergonomics are great in my hands and buttons feel adequately tactile. Our unit is in the Dream Blue color variant, and damn, the way light hits it just makes that gradient design look so good. On the other hand, the Y9 2019 is housed in a sleek polycarbonate back that mimics glass very well. Ergonomics is kinda meh for me. The Y9 2019 just feels a tad bit wider compared to the Note 7, making me feel like I need to make more of an effort gripping the phone. The buttons do feel more tactile though. But hold up, let's not forget that design is subjective to the user. Moving on to display. The Redmi Note 7 comes with a 6.3-inch 19.5:9 Full HD Plus IPS display, which is great for watching your favorite videos and movies. And to top it all off, its screen is equipped with Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for all you butterfingers out there. The Y9 2019, on the other hand, features a bigger 6.5-inch 19.5:9 IPS display layered with 3D curved glass on top. Both displays have a resolution of 2340x1080, but the Redmi Note 7 has a slightly higher pixel count of 409 pixels per inch, as opposed to the Y9 2019's 396 pixels per inch. But technicalities aside, they both provide a great punchy, bright, and vibrant picture, especially for media consumption. At the top, both phones do have a notch. The Y9 2019's houses dual 13MP plus 2MP front cameras with the call speaker and notification LED right above it, while the Redmi Note 7's houses a single 13MP selfie shooter. More on those later. You can also find its notification LED off-centered on the bezel edge of the chin. So honestly, it's 2019 and notches don't bother me so much anymore. But comparing the two, I'd obviously be more attracted to the Redmi Note 7's due to its smaller footprint. So for display, I think this one goes to the Redmi Note 7. For audio quality, I prefer the Redmi Note 7's clearer soundstage. Separation is more noticeable compared to the Y9 2019, and it's louder too. Looking at internals, it's the Redmi Note 7 Snapdragon 660 versus the Y9 2019's Kirin 710 chipset. Both our units have 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Now, both of these setups are great for mid-range phones, and as seen in our synthetic benchmarks found in our Can It Game episode of the Redmi Note 7, we see that in Antutu 7, the numbers are really close. But the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 beats the Huawei Y9 2019 by a few. So, in terms of performance for daily tasks, gaming, and media consumption, it's a tie! For software, the Redmi Note 7 utilizes Android 9.0 Pie with MIUI 10.2 slathered all over, while the Y9 2019 runs Android 8.1 skinned with EMUI 8.2. This is yet another thing that comes down to personal preference, so be sure to try them both out before making a purchase decision. Moving on to my favorite part, the cameras. The Redmi Note 7's main shooter is a 48MP f1.8 plus 5MP f2.4 secondary lens for depth. On the other hand, the Y9 2019 is packing a 16 megapixel f2.0 plus 2 megapixel f2.4 secondary depth lens. For the front of the phones, the Redmi uses a 13 megapixel sensor, while the Y9 has a 13 megapixel with an aperture rating of f1.8, accompanied by another 2 megapixel f2.4 for, again, sensing depth. Now, both these phones have AI functionality, and we'll quickly be brushing through the shots with them on and off. Okay, AI turned off. The Redmi Note 7's shot seems cooler compared to the Y9 2019's. Dynamic range and color reproduction seems to be better on the Xiaomi as well. This is proven when zooming into the beige condominium building at the middle. As you can see, colors are absent on the Huawei. Now with AI turned on, saturation and sharpening in both photos are bumped up, thus making the photos look more unrealistic and artificial. In this next shot, the Redmi Note 7 again has better dynamic range, but I actually prefer the Y9 2019's shot here, solely because it feels more balanced compared to the Redmi's highlight clipping. With AI turned on, same story. Saturation and sharpening get a bump up, but for some reason, the Redmi had some trouble realizing the scene? In this shot of the pool, I'm noticing something funny in both phones' post-processing. The Redmi seems to tweak for cooler temperatures while the Y9 plays with its contrast and green hues. This is what it looks like with AI turned on. Here, you really see the Y9 2019's contrast bump shine. The image feels more edgy and looks sharper compared to the Redmi Note 7's. With AI turned on, like I said earlier, you see the Redmi's post-processing favors blue tones, while the Huawei focuses on contrast and green hues. In this next shot, you can notice that Redmi's shadows are lighter than Huawei's, but Huawei's highlights are a tad bit more blown out than the Redmi's. With AI turned on, the photos look almost identical. The difference being how post-processing treats hues of blue, green, yellow, and orange. Moving on to portraits of Pharrell, I feel like most people would be drawn to the Y9 2019 shot, and that's mostly due to the higher contrast and sharpening. Although for me, the Redmi Note 7's shot seems more faithful to reality. And I prefer the bokeh effect coming from the Redmi's as well. If you zoom into Pharrell's left forearm, you can see that the cutout on the Y9 didn't handle it so well, so yeah, that's kind of weird. Lastly, selfies! Aha! I didn't notice this about the Redmi Note 7 before. Its beauty processing is pretty aggressive even in automatic mode, where beauty mode isn't even present. But I do prefer the cleaner and sharper image compared to the Y9 2019's noisier image. Switching to selfie portrait mode, and that's funny. The Redmi Note 7's depth of field effect seems better compared to the Y9 2019's dual lens setup, which is weird when the Y9 2019 has a dual lens setup made just for that. As seen in the background I'm lying on in the background, I don't know, that's weird. So which one do I prefer? Huawei's Instagram-ready high-contrast post-processing or Xiaomi's better dynamic range and cooler color temperature? Well, this was a tough one, but I must say I do prefer the Redmi's shots. And finally, let's talk price. Our variant of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 costs 1,199 yuan, or a little over 9,000 pesos when converted. And the Huawei Y9 2019 is priced at 12,990 pesos. I think it's pretty clear that the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 is the clear winner here. It's a cheaper, newer, and better device overall. But hey, at the end of the day, this is just our take on this comparison. The purchasing decision will ultimately still be yours, so try them both out if you can. And for those of you just watching, which one did you prefer? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and hit that bell icon to be notified of our future uploads. This was Miguel of YugaTech, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!